Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Red Guy and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019. Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, as we get set for our matchup tonight, we saw the quarterback comparison at the outset. We get to watch a couple of good ones here, don't we?
And it's a dramatic scene, isn't it? Whenever you get a night game, things are just a little bit more heightened with a little bit more spotlight, and we get to see two good guys go at it here.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Los Angeles, a team that really struggled, especially, gosh, the last 12 games, they lost 11 of them. Of course, they had a head coaching change, but let's discuss Jared Goff. 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, started the final 7 games of the season. Where does he figure in going forward?
He figures to be the face of that franchise. He is the key that they have to build around, and I really thought that they lost time by not playing him earlier. Put him out there, let him gain the experience, let him get better as the season goes on. He did start the last 7 games, all losses, but he gained valuable experience in doing so. They have a runner in Todd Gurley. They have to beef up the offensive line, get a few more receivers. But I'll tell you what, Jared Goff has potential in the NFL.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the year Todd Gurley had with the Los Angeles Rams. I thought he was a lock for 1,000 yards. Didn't approach it and never got over 100 yards in a single game all season.
Yeah, and his rookie year, we know what he did. He was averaging 4.8 yards a carry as a rookie, 3.2 this year. How much of it was up front on the O-line?
There was plenty of that, but he also has to increase his vision, and I think he may add a little bit more weight back on in order to break a few more tackles.
And some space here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Still first down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down. Speaking of Britt, Charles, he just completed his 8th NFL season. Kind of interesting because the Rams struggled offensively. We know what happened there, but Britt turned in his best year, over 1,000 yards.
Adjusted to the fact that he had to go and work with a couple of different quarterbacks during the year. Rookie Jared Goff. But what I liked about Kenny Britt was watching him develop, even in his 8th season, as a route runner. For a while, he'd become a guy, hey, Britt's going to go deep. Cover him there. He started coming back inside, working the sidelines. He had a really nice year, became the most dependable target.
And now a look at the Washington defense.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Back up, Philly, here we go.
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Benny Cunningham, 33 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now ready to lead this Washington team, Kirk Cousins. And he led them this season almost to the playoffs, just shy of it at 8-7-1. He threw for nearly 5,000 yards. Best season as a pro, but I'm guessing he would trade those numbers for a playoff spot.
There is absolutely no doubt about that. And I thought that throughout this season, Kirk Cousins played some really good football. The numbers speak for themselves. The hard part is they don't. So it leaves a question mark for some people about Kirk Cousins and his future in Washington as the starter. To me, he should be the
down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here we go now. Blue, Blue.
2nd down, Cousins. Surveying the field. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Blue,
Off the play fake, Cousins finding time. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Cousins to Jackson. 58 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
The first carry now for Rob Kelly. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Partner, these LA Rams, as they come back out here for the next offensive series, they've now missed the playoffs 12 straight seasons. Of course, this last one, their first back in LA. They were 3-1, so much hope, but then they lost all but 1 down the stretch.
Hard to believe with a defense that good, but just tells you about the premium that is placed on the offensive side of the ball, especially at the quarterback position. They just didn't have the stability. Even though they drafted Jared Goff, #1 in 2016, he'll have to ascend to that number. Be that guy for them in the next season in order for the Rams to finally break that playoff drought.
And now they've got some city neighbors in the Chargers of L.A. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. We're back to Southern California right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, it's gone. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Gurley again here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's got time in the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
And the offense moving in the now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Holding, offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's like a good novel, man. From undrafted free agent to leading rusher for his team, the Rob Kelly story in 2016.
You're right. Matt Jones had 460. He led it by a wide margin, did Kelly, 704. The question I have for you, what do you see from Fat Rob now going forward?
I think that he can be the lead runner for them because he does an excellent job in pass protection, a skill not many backs have.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught by Jackson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Cousins on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got time. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Goff on third down. That's complete to Britt. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's gone. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Second and 10, Goff again, surveying the field. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Rams on 2nd and 7. Cunningham's going to head outside to the right, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Rams now on top. 3rd down from the 22. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and he'll end up picking up 58 yards on the play. Redskins later on the drive. Kelly's going to look for space, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Redskins tied up at 7. Rams with the ball late in the half. Britt's by himself here, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, here's Cousins. Finding time. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Throwing, Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. We focus our attention on the Redskins defense now. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. From the end zone, Goff backing up. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
They come up in an offset eye. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Crowder now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They come out here in the eye. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Cousins now on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Kelly on the counter, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warmups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
3-19!
They'll go again with Kelly. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's got time. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. All right, here we go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start, offense. Still first down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Surveying the field. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Aaron Donald breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Second down, Cousins. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Austin. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now Gurley. And not much of the Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They come up in an offset eye. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. It's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Cousins to Jackson. 54 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. William Hayes in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And quickly they get to the line. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Yards to go on third down. Cousins to throw. incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that brings up 4th down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And going for it on 4th and goal. To throw, Cousins. He's got time. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Holding offense.
They come up in an offset out. Now a handoff for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.